Hello and welcome to another edition of Toys from the Attic. Some of you out there might remember that my second video covered the Mighty Max playset Magnus. Well, they came out with a second Lava Beast playset that I've always wanted, which was the Lava Beast, well, he was the Lava Beast playset. I don't think he actually had an actual name, but for the longest time I wanted him. I finally got him on eBay, so for a good price actually. These guys are kind of expensive. But I thought for today, seeing how it's been a year since I covered the last Mighty Max toy, I thought we'd take a look at this guy. So without further ado, let's take a closer look at this guy. Alright, so here we're going to take a look at the Lava Beast, or Lava Monster, in the Mighty Max playset line. Okay, now don't get confused with the other lava creature that I reviewed a year ago, Magnus. This was another action figure themed playset that came out many years ago along with several others. I believe they came out with the Thunderer, which was a lion-headed guy, a two-headed dragon, and a few others, but I can't remember what those are. I think there was also a giant snake, and then they had this lava guy. There might have been one more, but I don't remember. Now, I recently just got this guy. I didn't actually have him growing up, but he's one that I always wanted. And the reason I remember seeing a lot of him in the toy stores, and the reason I didn't buy him is because I didn't have Magnus at this time, and I wanted to actually kind of complete a lava set. So, since seeing as how I have Magnus now, I decided to get this guy. Anyways, let's look at him. Now he has just a few points of articulation on his body. Just the arm goes up and down. Oh, the joints are actually really a little tight on him, but that's good because you don't want things wearing out or being too stiff. Legs go up and down. He has a nice little waist swivel, and this arm goes up and down too. Let me see. He definitely has a lot more brighter lava colors, and you can definitely tell the orange and yellow, especially compared to Magnus, which we'll do a little compare and contrast in a few minutes. Anyways, let me start off with saying he has this little lava beast that rides right up here, or a little lava monster or beast or whatever that rides right on top of his head. So it's a nice little feature that kind of adds to him. Let me snap that in there. That's one of those nice things about Mighty Max, is all their little parts can fit, and so long as you have them in the right spots, you won't lose them, and they don't get knocked off. Anyways, we'll take that off. He has this little sword that's right here. Now, on this particular line, some of the figures, like the Thunderer, and the two-headed dragon guy, who actually appeared in the cartoon. I don't remember if, or they were based off of characters that appeared in the cartoon. I don't remember if Mighty Max ever encountered a guy that was like this in the cartoon, but then again, he was fighting lava characters all the time. Anyways, some of those figures would come with either Skullmaster or Norman, and I would have to point out there was a proper Skullmaster that came out with the Dragon guy, but Skullmaster or Norman could actually hold one of these weapons. Norman actually had his arms over the side and a little hole in them, so he could actually hold this weapon that was 3 times his own size, which is pretty standard for Norman. I figured you could do that. Anyways, but that was the neat little thing about these guys. They had weapons that Norman, or I don't think Mighty Max could ever hold him because he was just too small, but sometimes Norman could hold him. Anyways, he kind of, just like Magnus, who has like a little rocket fist on the other side, he has a little fist that comes out too. However, this one is one that you kind of gotta push out yourself, and it's stuck in a kind of one of the ones that you launch yourself. If you've seen my review on Metalhead not too long ago, he had a little similar feature, and actually I think I'm kind of liking the little missiles that you got to fire out yourself. Just saves on a spring mechanism getting worn out, saves on bulk and other stuff, and the harder you flick it, the farther it's going to go. Anyways, let's open this guy up. Now, the thing about Mighty Max toys is the smaller they are, the less features inside that they're going to be able to fit in and other stuff like that. Oh, I should also point out that he has a nice little mouth that can kind of move up and down to this little trigger right here, and that kind of goes with the gimmick. Anyways, let's open him up, and you can kind of see the inside, and I'll push that forward. And he only comes with this one singular little Mighty Max in there. And I guess the idea is, I guess I'll take him out because he's kind of a pain in the butt to put in there. But the idea is, I guess you could just flick Mighty Max out or catapult him to some other place. Let me try to do this with it. He's getting eaten. No, Mighty Max, no, my T1. Anyways, let's see if I can do this. There you go. Oh, well, actually, that one put kind of far, so can't see it off camera, but it did go a good feet, fly good feet away. But anyways, yeah, the smaller these figures got, or the smaller the playsets got, the less details that came in here, the less little accessories like little bad guys or other stuff. Usually heads or playsets usually managed to be about 3 or 5 inches, and they came with a decent amount of figures. And then the ones that were like 2 inches, you might get 1 or 2 little guys in there. And then they came with like little 1-inch figureheads, which were just singular things that only came with Mighty Max, but not too much else. They're kind of cheap, and I don't remember. I never really saw the point of getting those ones, because I'm like, well, the bigger playsets are the fun ones. It wasn't until you got to Dragon Island, the Skull set, and then Skull Mountain or Lava Mountain that you actually got a lot of little accessories with these guys. Let me try to get all this stuff back on this guy. Anyways, to compare him in height, let's. I still have Magnus over here. I should say that he has a little bit of a balancing issue. I don't know if that's just in design, because I didn't have this guy growing up, so it's like I don't have years worth of experience or fond playable memories. I mainly just got him to complete the Lava collection. Anyways, here he is compared to Magnus. So he doesn't definitely. Let me move this and see if I can zoom out a little bit more. So he definitely doesn't dwarf Magnus, but yet Magnus doesn't dwarf him. So it's definitely a nice, intimidating line. And if you right now how I have these guys displayed, I have all my lava creatures out here just because I thought that kind of makes it nice and has the nice little lava army. But anyways, this has been a look at the Mighty Max Lava Beast playset figure. I would say good luck finding this guy for a decent price. You might a lot of times these guys are the only way you could find these guys are on eBay is if they're being shipped from England, and usually they're going to be $20 and up. Sometimes I've seen these guys go for $90. Sometimes I've seen these guys go for usually $25 to $30. It's usually still in box. Very rare you find one that's out of the box. I happened to just find one that was being sold as is, and I made an offer, and the guy accepted it. I think the reason these guys are kind of so rare is because they were at the end of the line, so I don't remember a lot of people picking them up or any stuff, so they might be kind of rare to find. Anyways, if you guys like it and look it, good luck hunting it down. Anyways, once again, thank you for watching. If you like what you've seen today, please feel free to subscribe or leave a comment below in the comment section. Any advice for the show will be greatly appreciated. Who knows, something you suggest may appear on the show in the future.